Hey everyone, I'm only gonna do like a couple of minutes. I just wanted to break some things down, so let me know what everybody's going through. It was a bloodbath. It's pretty bad. Um, so I need to get into this live here so I can see what's going on. 18 viewers in here. Uh, Hello, how are you doing? Good afternoon, evening. Um, this is going to be a really quick one. I just really wanted to just talk through this because there's a lot of things that are going on, right? A ton of things. Uh, Sad day today. Yep. What's AMC going to look like tomorrow? Thoughts on ACCG? Hello. How you doing? It's it's kind of expected something like this form of hedge funds. Yeah, I feel like I've been in a heavyweight fight. Yeah, exactly. Your money has been in a heavyweight fight. I lost 75% of profits I made. Way up. I've learned a lot. It's okay, Slaughterhouse. I can actually see my comments. Jakerman, no. I'm gonna say no. Um, they're winning. Yes, they are. What's up? And I'm still holding. Yeah, I know. What's the reason for this stream? The reason for this stream is really just to break down what's going on here and just my thoughts. It's nothing um, that has to be like serious. It's not going to be 2 hours or 3 hours. It's just going to be something where I'm going to talk about some things. And maybe, obviously I will stream tomorrow, but I really wanted to just go through some things because as I was uh, going through GME, AMC, both of them, I decided to enter a position on GME. So that's why this stream is a thing. I entered a position on GME because I was allowed to. Actually, I don't know if Fidelity just had an error or what, but it was supposed to be a very quick um, position that I entered. So let me definitely go through that in a little bit. But I wanted to break down all this stuff. I just wanted to see how everybody else is feeling. Are you still holding? How many shares? Yes, I'm still holding. I'm holding 1,400 shares still of AMC. GME, I actually just bought in, and I'll go through that in a little bit. Thoughts on AMC? I'll give my thoughts in a little bit. Um, got out of GME. You got out of GME, but I'm keeping AMC. Yeah, GME dropped a lot today. I mean, a ton. Way more than what AMC dropped. So yeah, I understand. If you feel confident in accepting a loss or whatever, then you're fine. Don't want he to be helping us little people. I don't know about that. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Have you? No, I haven't. Where's AMC going tomorrow? Thank you for the super chat, Oliver. Let me go back to my stream setting. Yeah, thank you for the super chat, Oliver. Why would anybody sell at this point? All right, this price. Yeah, I know. I've been thinking the same thing. Why would they sell at this price at new lows? I mean, the company should be worth this. Yes. As soon as COVID is over, people are going to the cinema again. Yeah, I believe that too. I know their stock price was um, not really high, obviously because of COVID and everything. They were kind of suffering. They were on the verge of bankruptcy. So I understand where you're coming from. I feel the same way. Their stock price is definitely worth more than this. Um, at least this, if not more. GME and AMC. I know GME is making changes. GameStop is making changes, and hopefully can turn things around. So obviously they'll be worth something. But the fact that they're dropping significantly today, GME it was horrible. AMC not so much. Yes, it did drop, but not as much as GME did. Where am AMC going, or AMC going from here? Do you think it will go up again? Well, the fact that I'm still holding, I believe that it will go up again. That's what it's all about. It will go up again. Yes. AMC thoughts. I will. Okay. So let's start with GME here. So as you know, I left the live stream. I think it was like 10:30, and when I stopped the live stream, I was expressing some interest in GME. So let's go into what today looked like. This is what today looked like. Straight downhill. Absolutely ridiculous. This is absolutely insane. Every time it came to a certain candlestick, I thought that we were going to have a rally. We did not have a rally. It ended up being a horrible situation downhill anytime something came up. What is this, 5-minute intervals? Let's go with 1-minute intervals. Anytime we did have like a positive movement within the minute, it seemed like it was just taken over by a large negative movement. It just wasn't a good day. It was an overall bad day. Let's continue to go out. Yeah, you can see this all downhill. We had a couple of rallies here. We went straight downhill from here. Right from the start, we had a large decrease and it went straight downhill. Then we had a little bit of a rally with a little bit of volatility here, but mainly all downhill. And when I was looking at this, I was just like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I don't even want to, be in this stock at all. So I believe it was somewhere around the, let's say, I think it was 11 or 12-ish, something like that. I got in GME actually at $76, thinking that that was a point to where I can make a little bit of money. And let me see if I can get to this point. So it might have been somewhere around here. I believe I was hitting my target. I can't remember exactly where it was. But I got in around $76 thinking that I would get an increase. It was somewhere around here, thinking I would get an increase, and I actually wanted to sell at $79, and I still have a limit order out for $79. And that didn't get filled, and I don't know why. So I continued to hold out because it had a quick downturn. Kept going down. I was like, all right, well, you know what? It has 2 touch points here. It should be fine. Didn't have those. It didn't even express any interest in the touch points, and then continued to drop down. So I was like, all right, well, you know what? I'll hold for the long haul. Eventually, it's going to go up significantly, and it's not going to be something that I'll have to look for $3 of gain for. So I'm holding 100 shares. I was looking to gain about $100 to $200 out of that, out of a quick pullback, and it just didn't bite. It pulled away from here, and I thought that was my gain, which I did end up setting something up. It just didn't go through. So then I don't know if something happened with manipulation, but as I was looking through all of this stuff, it just didn't really add up that we were dropping down this much with the amount of sells that we had. And I didn't even want to get into GME, but I just saw it as an opportunity to day trade. And it was a great opportunity here, but I just didn't follow through with it, So continued to go down. And once it started really going past like 60, that's where I was like, this is going to be ridiculous. I mean, I could handle 60 because that's a smooth recovery. That's an easy, like maybe 30-minute recovery for how it was moving in the beginning. But it just kept going down. And even in the after hours, it went down to $51.42. So yeah, we definitely need to hold on. I believe that GME has the ability to pull back. The thing that I was interested in was the fact that the interest. So people are saying that the short interest was 220%. The short interest that I have here is 58.68%, and AMC is different. AMC has 15.71% short interest. So some people are saying the squeeze already happened. Some people are saying that the squeeze is still just begun. So this is where I'm just like, okay, what's really happening here? So I decided to look into some things. Everybody keeps saying these short ladder attacks. Um, and I wanted to look up the definition of a short ladder attack because I actually haven't heard of this before this whole situation, which it kept coming up with the Reddit article. Has anybody ever heard of short ladder attacks before this situation? I want to know if you have any history with hearing this. I know there's been like a couple of things that I've heard probably not too long ago though. That's the thing. We cannot lose. You're right. We can't. We got to keep going. And it seems like they're trying to scare people into selling their positions, which is what they did. I think they found a way to scare people into these positions, out of these positions, and then once they do get out of their short positions, which it seems like they are getting out of a number of their short positions. I don't know what their percentage of shorted stocks are at. Then other people are going to sell because the price keeps going down, right? So, yeah. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Jane Tom, J Thomas. I guess that's what it is, J Tom. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. It is a little bit depressing, but we definitely see some positivity here with a lot of negative movement, with a lot of downhill movement here. It shows an opportunity to attack this. The problem is that I thought that opportunity was here. As we're looking at this, you see the pre-market, how it's flat, and thinking the pre-market is flat means that it's really fighting. The buyers and sellers are fighting. All of the things that I've seen, buyers were coming in at a larger number than sellers, but then for some reason, it was taking a negative movement. It was taking a dive. Yeah, that's what I said. 15% on 15% short interest. From what I heard, a lot of people are looking at less, or looking at older numbers. Do you think GME to $18 tomorrow? That would suck. But yeah, I think there's a lot of potential. Right now we see in the post market, in the after hours, that it's starting to move up a little bit, but I don't know where it's going to go from here. I can't predict this because I've been trying to predict it for how many days. I've been trying to give you accurate numbers and analysis that I could give you, but it just seemed like it was not following any type of rules, whether it's certain candlesticks. Look at this candlestick here. This candlestick basically tells me that it's going to swing up, it's going to push up. It does not do that. It collapses and then continues to go downhill, but it does recover a little bit, flattens out, and then goes down more. I don't know what's happening there because it just doesn't seem accurate to me, and I can't do anything about it because I can only look at the information that I'm given. I can't really go into I see clowns in the chat. I get distracted by the chat sometimes, but I can't really go into a lot of the information that like these hedge funds have. Let me address these super chats. So I have a super chat. Are you planning on buying GME and AMC at the current price? What do you think? I bought GME at $93, a cost average. So I just bought GME at $76. I'm gonna hold on to it. I have 100 shares at $76, and I believe that they are going to go up. That they're gonna push this up. Now, from what I hear, there's a lot of positivity that could push that price up, but then you never know what they're going to do in order to drive that price back down. Because like I said, I've never heard of the short ladder attacks before this whole situation, but now I'm starting to really hear about these short ladder attacks more and more and more. And I seen an article, actually, do I still have it up? I seen an article here where it was talking about Wall Street Bets, and it was talking about the short ladder attacks. And apparently they asked one of the hedge fund, I think it was like a manager or something, and they said short sellers have never heard of this strategy, which is something that somebody would say if they're lying. If you never heard of this strategy, you really never heard of this strategy. But I I don't know if I believe you. Brandon, thank you for the $5 super chat. AMC pre-COVID $20 to $40. AMC with ladder attacks $7. You may not believe in the market now, but I believe AMC will bounce back post-COVID. That's a good assumption there. I definitely believe that too. The only thing is that a lot of people that are putting this money into this stuff would love to get that return a lot sooner so that they can use some of the gains for something else. We have 2,000 people in here. Please hit that like button. I'm gonna probably stream for, I don't know, another 20 minutes, but I believe you. I'm right there with you, Brandon. That's true. But the problem is, how long will COVID last for, and how long will these attacks last for? That's where I don't understand. And I guess it's going down because of nobody's going to movie theaters. But with all of the interest that's in AMC, it makes no sense why we would have anybody selling at these points. Anybody selling at these lows makes no sense at all. You know, are they truly that scared at the price going down that they're going to sell and keep selling to drive the price down and down and down? We're hitting new lows, brand new lows for, I guess, the past, couple of weeks or a month or so. So it bothers me, completely bothers me. I'm seeing a lot of positivity elsewhere, and I know that they lifted their restrictions, I believe, on Robinhood, not fully lifted them, but they lifted them to a certain point. So it's not that bad. But this is my position. Let me show you exactly what I'm at. Basically when I closed. So I have 1,400 shares of AMC and I have 100 shares of GME. I'm down a total of $6,000, $4,000 for the day. It's definitely pushing down. It's not something that I take pride in having at all. So I just want to let you guys know that, because I want to be as transparent as possible. GME was something that I was supposed to sell like right away. It was supposed to be a quick day trade, because I haven't done that in a little bit. I wanted to do a quick day trade and get some positivity elsewhere while I'm waiting on AMC to come back. But GME took a dive today. I mean, an absolute dive. Crying, but I'm still holding. I'm there with you. I'm there with you. It's definitely something you have to look into. So some people are saying Nokia. Did Nokia do something? Let's go to, where's Weeble? Did Nokia do something good today? I mean, after hours they're down 4% or 0.69%. They were down a total of what, 7%? Is that right? 7% for the day. So I mean, I think Nokia is a long-term play, and a lot of people are saying this as well. Nokia is definitely a long-term play. It's a stock that you hold, and you gain profit after a while. But it's not something that we have to worry about as something being manipulated. Really, I think this is pretty solid. Naked is down quite a bit. What, 4% in the market, and then about, what are they down right now? Tell me. 1%. Yeah. What's the difference between investing in stocks and gambling? We found a way to count the cards, and the house doesn't like it. Yeah, I mean, it's true. This is the thing. They expect people to take it as gambling so that they control the cards and everything, so they can manipulate the market and make the most money. But we didn't want to play that way. So we ended up making a lot of money. There were a bunch of people that made money, and get this, the hedge funds actually ended up making some decent money out of it, and not just on the short positions. There were hedge funds that were playing both sides of the cards. So while the stock price was going up, they were buying it. They were buying opportunities, and they sold at a high price. And you know what? They had their short positions to where they may have done these ladder attacks to bring it back down. So then they limit the losses, and when they limit the losses, they have more gains than they have losses, and then ultimately they make money out of the deal. So we kind of, gave them more opportunity to make money because it made it predictable on the way up. So it sucks, but it happened. Yes, thank you for the $5 super chat, by the way, and thank you again for. I got another $5 super chat. How do you say that? Matapang. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says hold, definitely hold. Is there going to be another SSR? There should be. I mean, you would think so. It dropped down 50% today. Wait, was it 50%? I don't know how much it was. It was less than that. That's 53. How much did it drop down? Jesus, 42%. It's still high. It dropped down 42% today. That's crazy. Absolutely ridiculous. AMC dropped down by 20%. There has to be another, they have to be added to the SSR list. But it seemed like it didn't really factor in too well with the day before. So if we go to, let's go to 5 minute. You know what? Let's look at 5 days. So if we look at 5 days, the way that the day before went, we went up a little bit, but it wasn't something where it was a crazy amount that we went up. So something was still factoring in that, you know, made us, you know, flatten out. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Joseph. Rookie bought 100K at 100K shares at $17.25. About holding. Thank you for being with us. This is gut-wrenching. Yes, it is. Your stream helps. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad that it helps. But you bought 100K shares at $17.25. That's a lot of shares. How much money do you have, man? No, that's really good though. $17. I would definitely lower that cost basis, especially since, well, I would have, you know, staggered that cost basis. But lowering the cost basis now means you have to buy a whole nother 100 shares, 100K shares unless you bought 100 shares and you just accidentally put the K there. But I'm glad that my stream helps. Hopefully we can help everybody make some money here. But if you look at the last, like, how many days? So let's look at the 5 days that we have here. Pretty much from here on, everything went downhill. From $17, all of a sudden, everything crashed. I mean, everything took down. There was no positive days whatsoever. We flattened out right here, and then we started to have something that was a little bit positive. And then it started to flatten out a little bit more, thinking that it's going to go up. It did not. It dropped down. And AMC did not drop down as much as GME did. GME looked really bad today. I mean, dropping down to $51.42 is crazy. Thank you for the super chat. AMC needs to detach itself from GME, and it will rock it. I don't know about that. I mean, now it's already attached. Anything that's shorted is pretty much detached. With the SSR and shorts expiring, we will make money using the average down. Yes, we definitely will find a way to make money on AMC. I'm a little scared with what's going on with GME being down by 42%. Now, I know that they've had days to where they were up 100%, over 100%, and I totally get that. And we could get to that point again, but this is not showing any type of positivity here, and it's kind of getting me very upset with what they're doing with all of these ladder tactics. And like I said, I don't know if they're actually doing it, because I don't know if that's actually a real thing. But knowing government, knowing billionaires, knowing America, basically, they try and hide anything from you that's kind of fraudulent, that goes in their favor. So we have 3,900 people in here. This is more than we had this morning, which is crazy. So please hit that like button, get it above 1,000 likes. Let's see. Thank you for the super chat. Where the hell were all the actors, celebrities that make money off their movies that didn't have a word to say about this? Yeah, I mean, I would imagine they don't say anything about this because it really just doesn't fit their mold, right? I mean, they don't have any. There's no movies that are out right now, and nobody can preach all of this stuff. And you know, it's just, I agree with you. People should come out and say some stuff, but they have no reason to do so. I mean, the only person that's really tweeting about things is Elon Musk, and you have Mark Cuban that's saying something, you know, positively. He's saying basically we should hold, you know, and we also have calls that are millions of dollars worth of calls. I'm thinking that they know more than we do, unless it was just something that was like, hey, I'm throwing all this on black, like type of thing. Position is 50-50, so it's basically gambling against the house. Be careful. Invest and hold. You can afford to lose what? Yeah, true, true. There's a lot of people that do have that FOMO, right? The fear of missing out. Now with GME, I took my position knowing that, not looking for the long term game at GME, because I really just wanted to get in and get out. And now I'm kind of stuck in the long play. So I wanted, like I said, I wanted to get in somewhere around, I can't remember what it was. It was $76, and the way that it looked, you can't really see it here. Hopefully I can show it to a bunch of people. But scroll up. So yeah, I think it was like right, I can't remember where it was. Right here. So $76. I wanted to invest here, which I did get in at 76. Seen this big upswing. Didn't get out there, but I did set a limit order after that to basically be at the $79 mark, so right above there. That's where I wanted to get out. It did not get me out. So I continued to hold, thinking that I was going to have maybe a double bottom there, and I didn't. So I kind of messed up there. I did that, and I made that mistake when technically I should have been cashed out of my position. Thank you for the super chat, LC. Hold tight. Yes, we do need to hold tight. If you're in it for the long haul, really hold tight. But remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I just want to help out as many people as possible. So if you feel like this is a good play for you, then definitely go for the long haul. If you feel like it's not, then don't do it. But yeah, people are saying that we lost. Go for SNDL, the new hype stock. Yeah, I've heard about a bunch of different hype stocks that you can go off for the long haul. And not really like long haul. When I say long haul, I mean maybe like a month or so, or short term, basically, I guess. Just hold it. You're talking about GME, hold it. AMC, I'm definitely holding. But I can tell you that this was the most that I lost on one stock. I think it's like over $3,000 right now. So yeah. And in one day, I would say. So it's unrealized, so it's not something that's real right now. But hopefully, even if I do end up losing money on GME, which I don't know if I will, it's just depending on what happens in the markets, what happens tomorrow, really. We're seeing a lot of volatility here, but it's staying about flat, which is a good thing. It's better than obviously being down at that $51 mark. So GME cock hands. What? 1, 2, 3, Cancun. I don't know what that means. Why am I definitely holding AMC? Oh, I just missed. I might have just missed a super chat. I'm sorry if I did. Let me address this. Set your tickers to 15 and zoom out. Is this normal? Even an interval between volume. I don't even know what you're talking about. Set my ticker symbol to 15 and then zoom out. Is this normal to see? Then take a look at the volume in comparison to the price. Is it normal in the interval between volume? I have no idea what you're saying here. I'm a little bit lost. Thank you for the super chat. If you can clarify a little bit, is it normal? Sorry, I'm really trying to understand. Thank you for the super chat, and we have 4,000 people in here. Get it to 1,000 likes. Trying to figure out your question. What software are you using for these charts? This is Webull. You know how many times people have asked that? Is that I literally just started using this software, and I love it, but I'm just getting used to it. So I've been using Active Trader Pro, which is what I normally trade on, and I make my regular everyday trades on. I might be moving over to Webull to make these trades because it definitely, like, for a free platform, this is amazing. So yeah, this is Webull. Webull for the desktop 4 version, I believe. Yes, stock manipulation. I believe there is stock manipulation. I can't prove it. So hopefully that is happening, and then we can see an increase here. Some people say AMC is dead. I could say that I definitely will hold AMC, is because the value of AMC is a lot higher than this, even without factoring in all of these short positions. So was there another? There was another thing. No, there wasn't. Okay, yeah, without these short positions here. So the value of AMC is basically going to be around maybe where my cost average is, to like 2 times that. So maybe $10 to $20 or something like that. So I feel like it can get back up to that point no matter what, and I can hold on to this for a long period of time, and basically gain a lot on my money throughout that time period. But I won't say the same for GME. I don't know where their future is actually headed for GameStop after all of this is done. Yeah, I guess you're right. If you cry about loss, then sell. You shouldn't really be upset about your obviously. Wait, sorry. You should be upset about your losses, but you don't need to, like, it shouldn't end your life to have a loss. Losses are not that bad. It just teaches you something. If you fail, you end up gaining a lot more than if you succeed. So seriously, if you have any doubts and you feel like you can't pay your bills and all that stuff, you shouldn't be investing with this money. You should be putting it towards your bills, or putting it in a high interest savings account or whatever. But yeah, that's why I definitely say AMC is the play. And I know this is kind of mixing things together, but I say AMC is the play because of the fact that their stock is worth more than where they stand right now. As long as they don't go bankrupt, I mean, their stock is worth more. AMC at 13, I think you bought AMC at 13, you think it will be 20. I'm hoping that it will be 20 as well. I mean, with all of this downhill movement, it makes no sense. It should have been, if we go back out to, not a 5-minute chart, let's go to, it'll probably go to 5 minutes anyways. Let's go to 5 days. If we go back out to where this all started, where this all, like this whole downhill started, right? We were at $17 when we were there, right on the verge of getting to that $20 mark, and then all of a sudden things just started going downhill. Yeah, we recovered a little bit in the past couple of days when they were on the SSR list, right? But then we had this downhill again, and it's not a crazy downhill. It's only $7. Like, that moved from $9 basically to $7, so that wasn't a huge move. But GME definitely moved a lot. So thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Reframer, thank you for the $5 super chat. What are your thoughts with this technical analysis? I feel like I can't put that. I'll put that over here. What? That's a Webull link. I don't know what that is. Thank you for the super chat. I can't get to that link. Is AMC done, Matt? Any chances of reaching 20? Yeah, there's still chances of reaching 20. This is definitely, it could turn into a short-term play of reaching 20, or it could be a long-term play, because I feel like they are going to reach 20 based on the actual value of their company after paying off debts, and once movies start to play again, then the value of their company goes back up and it's worth more than $7. That's what I'm believing. So even if we don't get past this point short term, then we can basically set our sights on future stock price rises. So it'll happen in the future, but I'm hoping that it'll happen soon. It's just with all of these attacks that are happening, and like I said, I don't know if they're actually happening. I can't prove it, but this downhill trend with no upswing makes no sense to me, and that's GME. But still, the same thing. This downhill swing with no upswing makes no sense at all. You have this little bitty piece that came up, maybe from like, $7 up to $9 or whatever. I think peaking at like 9.77, but that's nowhere near where it should be. So I don't think AMC's done. No. Check out the short exempt percentage. You will find the proof. GME and AMC both run at about 50% exempts for the last few days, half of their shorts. I'll have to look into that. I will have to look into that. Thank you for the $5 super chat. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I did see FINRA. Is that how? I did see. Where are we at? I did see something. What? Give me a second. Let me go here. I have to check some things out. Good job with what you were doing, man. I wish I was able to play myself. Broker restriction sucks though. Keep it up. Thank you for the super chat. I definitely will go here. I need to figure this out. Sorry, I have a couple of things I need to do. But yeah, I mean, this whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. We have 5,000 viewers, way more than we had earlier. So if you want to see like the live updates as the market opens, make sure you check out my stream in the mornings. I'm not gonna be able to stream that long right now. I just wanted to go through what my portfolio was, what positions I hold when it comes to AMC and GME, how much I hold, what I'm down, what I'm seeing, how long am I holding for, and yeah. But this whole day has just been a bloodbath. Let's see how the rest of the after hours is going. So it's good that after hours is not down too much more than where it closed. It's down basically like 1%. AMC is down 0.7%, so almost 1% as well. Went down to 56%. So I mean, that's not bad. It's doable. The fact that it's level is good. I don't want to see it go down anymore because it did drop down to this $51.42, which I don't want to see. I was skeptical of investing at $76, but I ended up doing it, and obviously came back to bite me in the butt. But no matter where I invested at this point, if I felt like 60 or 50, 55 or whatever, no matter where I invested at that point, it still would have told me, I still would have seen a loss. Not as much as a loss, but a loss. I have 300 shares of AMC at $2.90. Should I add more or hold? Is it done? I think you should just hold that. If you feel like you want to add more, then you can definitely add more. If it goes down more, then it doesn't hurt. If you have money to play with, it doesn't hurt. But right now, your cost basis is $2.90. Like, your cost basis is never going to be hurt, and it's going to go back up. I believe the price will go back up to maybe $10 to $20, at least in the long term, if you're looking at that. So yeah, I suggest that you just hold that. 300 shares of AMC at $2.90 is definitely a low cost basis. So we have 5,200 viewers here. Let me know what you guys are holding. Do you predict any turnover for GME tomorrow or Friday? I have 370 shares at 160. I remember you telling me that. Was Elon Musk's tweet about the meme related to GME earlier today? The one where he said, I can't remember what it was. Something about shorts. Like, I can't remember what it was. Let me see. Elon, let me know if you know before I get to it. When he said, "Oh, I am become meme, destroyer of shorts." I think he was talking about the fact that anything he says, he destroys the hedge funds. That's what I took from it, and that's how I took it. So basically saying he destroys all the shorts and makes people want to buy more. So all the shorts, anything that he says goes against what the shorts have to say, basically. That's how I took it. Let me know if anybody else took it a different way. What's your opinion on buying when the market is closed? Place a market order for open and wait for the open, then buy. See, that's the tricky part. If the market is closed and you're able to set your limit orders and everything, and it doesn't get filled until the open, then you could be potentially setting yourself for a price that will not even be close to what it is. Like, just look at today, GME. You could have invested at, what was it, like, I can't remember what it opened at, $90. You could have invested at $90, which some people might have gotten filled at $90, and it went all the way down to $51. That's detrimental. That's horrible, and you don't even know what the stock is doing during that day because it always moves differently. I think I didn't address your full question, but yeah, I wouldn't suggest doing that while the market is closed. I don't like that. Do I predict a turnaround for GME? I do predict a turnaround for GME. Luckily, you're at like 160, so I don't know if it's going to be a huge turnaround. It really depends how this whole entire situation goes. As you go through the days, I want to see a day to where we level out and we end up being on the upswing. That's what I'm looking for. But I didn't see that today, and I was hoping for that today. Maybe a little bit of an upswing or flatten out. So it's definitely tough to say that they are going to turn around, but I believe that they will make a turn. I'm invested at $76, so obviously I'm holding for quite some time. And if they do make a jump to like 200 or so, then yeah, I mean, I don't know what's expected after that, but we'll know as news comes out. So I think that they will make a turn. What do you think about Ryan Cohen, the founder of Chewy, following deep value on Twitter today? Would it help if Ryan bought more shares of GME? It would help if anybody bought more shares of GME. I don't have a take on Ryan Cohen following deep value. What is deep value? I don't know what that is. Investment strategy which selects for investments the cheaper stocks in the universe based on their. This might not be it. Seems like it's related. Quantitative investment strategy which selects for investments the cheaper stocks in the universe of from their valuation. Deep value investing originated from Benjamin Graham. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that. I don't really have an opinion on that. But it would help if anybody bought more shares of GE. I mean, if you hear a large amount of shares go through, then obviously it creates good news, which makes other people want to buy. But the problem is we don't know what's going on with all of these red candlesticks. It makes no sense because the volume is so strong of the amount of people that are holding and that are buying. You know, people are holding these shares a lot more than they hold normal stocks. And some people may be getting a little bit scared by their tactics, but it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make total sense because everybody that I know is holding. Everybody that I talk to is holding. All the people that are, you know, in my streams usually are talking about holding. So with the thousands of people that are doing this, it makes no sense. Watch Lewis Rossman, Wall Street Bets, insanity, and margin calls. 50 billion injection, but on the way down. Hedge funds covers. I got out. I'll have to take a look at that. I'll put that on my notes. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Devin. I'll have to put that in my notes and take a look at that. But if you didn't hear me before, the short interest from what I just seen, the short interest on GME is 50.68%, and the short interest on AMC is 15.71%. So that's where people are a little bit skeptical, because apparently the short interest follows where the squeeze will be, right? So thank you for the $5 super chat though, Devin. SHO uptick rule set lower price limits specifically to prevent these bottomless down ladders, but the suits can exempt shorts from the rule. So that's just absolutely ridiculous. I feel like these suits or hedge funds or whatever you want to call them, they just control the world. Everybody else is blind to whatever they're doing, and they control the world, and we have no way of actually getting the upper hand on them. We can try and get the upper hand, and then they end up changing the rules a bit or contacting somebody so that we can't do what we were doing, investing into these stocks, restricting us from trading into these stocks, and then totally derailing a whole movement. It's ridiculous. It bothers me so much, and it makes me, not have faith in the country, not have faith, in our systems. So yeah, I'm gonna stream for about, let's say 10 more minutes. I don't want to stream for too long, but I am going to be on tomorrow morning. So if you're interested, make sure you hit that like button, and I'll put up the link to that later today sometime. It'll probably be tonight. I stay up till like 12 anyways. What's today, Thursday? Yeah, so definitely a horrible situation. Get out of this, guys, and think for yourself. Learn the reality of the situation. We do. Is it over? I don't believe that it's over. It's definitely a tougher situation that we're in, but I don't believe that it's over. With all this, it doesn't make sense to me, and that's what I need to stress, is that it doesn't make sense to a lot of people. All of the people that I see that are investors, that are traders, that understand long-term investing, understand how the stock market works, it doesn't seem logical. But it doesn't have to seem logical or fair. It's what they're doing to you and what they feel like is right on their end. So the suits can control everything, and we have no say over it. So I don't believe that it's over. I think it's still a battle, but they're making it very difficult for me to think that it's not over, if that makes sense. So tough. I don't think we lost just yet. I think we still need to hold. There's a lot of people that are saying, a lot of experts that are saying that we should still hold, that people that have been in this situation for a couple of times and told us that we should hold. But all of the manipulation that I'm seeing means that they're going to continue to manipulate, right? That's what I'm getting from it. Now I'm holding on to my shares. I have 100 shares of GameStop and 1,400 shares of AMC. I'm holding on to them, so at least that somebody is at least holding on to them. I know a bunch of people that's on YouTube that are holding on to their shares. I know a bunch of people in person that are holding on to their shares. They're holding the line, and it's a lot of things that we have to just think about here. It's a little crazy. Yeah, Mark Cuban is definitely telling us to hold. He doesn't have any positions though. So that's the thing. With people that have positions, you need to, I see a bunch of comments that are saying holding. Yes. People that are saying like, oh, well, you need to hold, or, it's not over and all of that don't have positions, then that doesn't make sense, because they have nothing to lose here. They can say whatever they want. But people that actually hold positions, they have money to lose. And maybe you don't care about the money as much as somebody else cares about the money, but still, it's still money, It's still potential thousands of dollars that you could gain because the suits decided to, mess with you. Holding 2,700 from the UK. What price are you holding from? Is it Balar? Is that right? Thank you for the super chat here, guys. The 50.2 is just as fake as the 50 they said before. I cannot see any of this. Using the S3 definition on the 50.2 says that it's still at least 101 short positions. They are bleeding. I mean, I can believe you. People keep on telling me about this whole calculation that's changed, and from what I see, and maybe obviously that's the news they want to pump to me, is that the shorts are 50.2%, but everybody keeps coming back and saying that the actual percentage is over 100. So, are you saying that they did not cover all of their shorts? And obviously, if they covered all of their shorts at that high of a price, it would still equal a pretty substantial loss for them. So that's interesting. I'm trying to read up on as much as I can in order to understand that. But everything that I read, everything keeps coming back to this 50%, and it it doesn't make sense to me. Same thing with the short ladder attacks. I read so much on the short ladder attacks, and all of it was from recent because I have no history. I typed in history of short ladder attacks. I've searched for so many different investment books that had ladder attacks in it. I've searched for a lot of different things, and I did not see anything on it. Now I understand the concept of it. I understand how it could work, but I do know that the government in the United States, really, whoever's in power, which is mainly the billionaires, will um, decide to hide things from you if they feel like is valuable to them but not valuable to you. So some of the hedge funds will say, "I've never heard of short ladder attacks," but in reality, they have. So I don't know who the hell to believe, but I see all this downward movement that does not make sense with the amount of people that are buying. So um, sorry guys, I sold and took out $560 loss. Well, whatever loss is tolerable for you, then definitely do that. And I do want to know if anybody sold. If you did sell, let me know in the comments right now in the chat. Definitely let me know if you sold. Why is GME dropping? That's a good question. It's very tough to answer because nobody really knows the reason why. We have high buy blah, blah. We have high buy volume, but the sell volume is obviously higher, and it's strategically placed. It's put in the right areas to where they can basically have that downward spiral. Good. I'm holding. I'm holding. I'm holding. No loss tolerable. That's good. Um, Still holding, still holding. Sorry, I sold. That's good. I mean, whatever you think is tolerable, then go for it. I just want to know how many people are selling. Uh, MJ2K all day. Good work, my man. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat on December 21st. 3 massive hedge funds bought over 19 million shares. If these were before the shorts, then it could be a downward movement. These funds are selling. Oh, do you think they bought 19 million shares in anticipation of this? Like, that's interesting. See, this is where all of this information comes out, and I don't know if it's 100% true, but all this information comes out, and we're trying to tie things together because the selling volume does not make sense if so many retail investors hold positions here. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at this like, okay, well, what's actually happening here? And that's crazy. If they did take out 19 million shares and then selling off those shares, but then again, I don't know if it's true. That'll be crazy. That will be absolutely ridiculous. Wouldn't they just short more when the price was 300? Wouldn't that increase the short volume? Yeah. So I believe that's what they were doing. They were shorting it as the price goes up, and then as the price goes down, maybe these 19 million shares that they're talking about, as the price goes down, they cover their shorts. They're able to buy back the stock at a lower price, be able to make money on those shorts as the stock price goes down. And then as they continue to have more shorts, they continue to bring the stock price down. So and then once people see the stock prices going down, some people will sell. Even though a lot of people say that they're holding, some people will sell. And I understand why you want to do it. You want to limit your losses. But this had the potential to be something huge. I mean, absolutely huge. But these suits are messing everything up. They are. Okay, let me go here. Uh, go to WallStreetBets and search for read. Don't lie. The first article, man. Full calculation and sources there. Okay, I'll definitely do that. I got to put that in my notes here. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I got to put that in my notes. Give me a second. Dogecoin and what happened there? Dogecoin to the moon. Thank you, our Lord and Savior, Elon. I mean, he says anything and it moves. Do you think this is just a fad, or can Doge sustain? The problem with cryptocurrency is that it's all about hype, right? Cryptocurrency, I don't believe can be sustainable. It's very volatile. That's why I don't like to invest in it, even though people tell me I should. People are like, it's okay to throw, you know, a few $1,000s into crypto and just let it grow, because it could increase tenfold or however many fold. I mean, you can gain a lot of money from it. And I was just thinking about it. I'm like, maybe not. I have to get more comfortable with it. I sold, but I bought back in 3 times today. The difference between us and them is that they stick together. Yeah. And we go chase the next shiny thing. That's true. That's true. And I think it's part because they try to distract us with the new shiny thing. So silver, you know, Dogecoin, like all of these different things that they wanted to distract us with, made us pull away from the areas that they were shorted the most. And I think it was a success, because you see the volume decrease. You do. Thank you for the super chat. Just discovered your streams some days ago. Constantly here since. Thank you. I appreciate that. Really appreciate your work. Thank you. I thank you. Anybody that comes through and that appreciates what I do, I thank you. And for the super chat, I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, I try and be as transparent, so hopefully people do like that. This morning the stream didn't really get pushed to anybody from what I heard. Everybody had to search for me, and I only had like 2,000 people in here. And now I literally didn't even tell anybody about this. I just started up a stream and already I have 6,000 people in here. Speaking of that, could you hit that like button, get it above maybe 1,500 likes? That'll be amazing. 2,000 likes if you could push that. But yeah, I missed a super chat. No, I don't. Why do they go away like that? That sucks. I'm sorry, whoever that was. I just missed one. I'm sorry. Hold GME, buy. Yeah, this is what people are saying too, is that these are the low points. And I thought yesterday was the low point, because you see it and it's like $80, $70, right? And now it gets to $50.50 in the after hours. And I'm just like, okay, well, I know I made a mistake at this $76 mark, but $76 is still low compared to where it was at. Now, I don't know if it will truly get back up to $500, but $76 at 100 shares would definitely give me a pretty decent return here. Been trying to buy, and it seems like my funds are restricted since last week. I've been using Doge to replenish my account. Okay, well, I don't know if that's the problem, but what brokerage account do you use? I know last week they were restricted, not your funds, but you know, being able to just buy stocks were restricted. So what, did it not clear? Is that, like, if it didn't clear, I guess maybe that's the case, but I don't know what brokerage you use. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that a lot. But I got burned in 2004 and 2009 due to shenanigans. Never again. I sold my GME at 370, made 210K, and sold AMC at $16 and made 40K. Once you realize it's a rigged game, you'll learn to move with them. I guess that's true, Anthony. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that a lot. But it's crazy that you made 210K off of that, and also 40K, basically 250K out of the whole thing. That's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's all rigged, and I've seen this before. I just never seen it, enacted this fast. You know what I mean? This is something to where they put something in place, and then all of a sudden, boom, it hit every single day of this week. Right when it happened, right when it got close to where people thought where it was going to be a high. You know, people thought that it was going to get back up to where it was, $17, and then boom, everything hit. It just hit a wall and dropped all the way down. That's where I was just like, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, thank you for the super chat, and I definitely agree with you. Bro, you can literally be making your money back on AACG right now. Keep trading, stop falling in love with this stock. The only reason I'm talking about this stock, you're probably right. The only reason I'm talking about this stock is because a lot of people hold these positions, and I want to help out as many people as possible. It's not just about me making money, because I make money, you know, elsewhere, a lot of different places. So I'm just trying to help people that got into the stock at a later point. So I would love to basically get to a point to where all of the people, and I know we can't do everybody, but majority of the people can average down and be able to make some sort of money out of it. So it's tough. The downtrend is hyperbolized by the candle chart. I will have to check into that. I said that I would research that a little bit more, because I don't even, oh, let me scroll in. I don't even understand looking at the RSI chart. That's where I need to start really digging into that, because mainly what I'm always used to is just playing the bounce on my day trade. So I don't really use every single you know, piece that I can use of research, basically. But you're probably right. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Illinois is opening up at 42 theaters for AMC this Friday. What are your thoughts on it for Friday and Monday? Well, that's good. Are they putting in a lot of like precautions? Like, are they putting in a lot of I don't know, some sort of barriers? They have different rules, because I have an AMC by my house, literally like within a couple of blocks, or maybe a mile or so, I guess. And I think that's good. Opening up more theaters is obviously good. And that's why I said that AMC may be the long play. I think the operations is there. For GME, I think the long play is not there unless they show signs of, you know, improvement, signs of at least a business plan, something that's a completely different business plan. So my thoughts on 42 theaters is amazing. That clearly shows that their operations are going to be key in their success in the stock market and just success in general, really. So I think those are big things. Trying to make money on the price drop with options. I need to get into options, but like I said before, I'm afraid to get into options because I feel like I'll love it too much and I'll never get back into day trading, which I love the chase of day trading more than options. So I don't know. I need to get into that though. A couple of blocks is a mile. Yeah, I don't know if people know what blocks actually are. Some people live in like suburbs that don't have a block. It's just continuous houses. Do you know what I mean? So some people don't know what blocks are. So if you lived in an actual city, then you know what blocks are. But some people don't know what blocks are. So I ran into those people, so that's why I changed it up. But I think it is a mile or so. I think if you had to count by blocks, it's like 10 blocks. So yeah, it's a good call out there. Yeah, but day trading stocks are a lot more fun. Day trading options, I guess that's an option. See what I did there? But day trading stocks is a lot more fun. Just hold you. It is. Why would you sell at a loss? I guess you're right to a point. I wouldn't call anybody an idiot, but some people just sell because they get scared with the thought of losing everything. And this is why a lot of people say go into the stock market with money that you're willing to lose. If you're willing to lose it, then it doesn't matter to you, you know? And obviously money matters to everybody, but if you're willing to lose it, it seriously won't be that big of an impact and you won't stress. You won't be looking at it every second. There are people that I see that invest in the stock market, and it looks like they're about to have a heart attack anytime it drops like a couple of points. It's like, what are you doing? If you can't take it, if your heart can't take it, don't invest in the stock market. Holding 4,000 shares of GME at $7.50 and 3,000 shares of AMC at $4. Holding even if the stock hits zero. That's a good mindset. I like that. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Obviously, it's not a great mindset to make any money, but to get back at these hedge funds, that's obviously a great mindset, because that's the mindset of the movement. Is we need to hold and show them kind of who's boss, really. But yeah, if you wanted to make money, that's not really the best mindset. But for the time being, great mindset. Buy CCIV and make your money back when the merge happens. On at least on to $100 at least. Really, I'll have to check it out. You know what? I'll add that to my list. It's always great to get information from anybody else. So I'll add that to my list to check it out. I always have notes here. So if you have any notes for me, I always take them. Always take them with me. Because like I said, I've always said this, I don't know everything. You know, there's a bunch of people that will preach that they know everything. They will teach everybody about anything, even if they don't know about it. Like if someone brings something up to me and I don't know about it, I will add it to my list and I will start to research it. And that's obviously what people like about me. So yeah, I really just wanted to take this time. I think I have I'm gonna do like 3 more minutes. So I want to thank everybody for joining this stream. All 6,000 people, probably more, that came and went. But I just couldn't handle the downward movement of AMC and GME, mainly GME, because I decided to invest when I thought they were at, you know, one of their lows. Maybe they were going to bounce back, literally up here, and it did not come back. It went down a lot, all the way down to here, and that's just not good. But like I said, I believe in the movement. I think we're going to continue to go. Bought a helmet to protect my head when we go to the moon. All right, that's good. Yeah, that's amazing. Thoughts on Uber? I don't have any thoughts on Uber at the moment. Eventually I will. I need to do like a stream to where I actually go through suggested stocks. If you just, maybe I can put out a poll and say, what stocks do you want to see about, you want to hear about, what stocks are you loving? So then we can look into it. Did I sell? I didn't sell. I can show you what I have here. I actually bought more, not of AMC, of GME. So this is my portfolio. It's looking pretty bad right now. Total loss is 6,000. Total loss for the day is 4,000, basically 5. It was really bad in GME. Total loss for AMC is not good as well. But you know, I'm still holding 1,400 shares of AMC, 100 shares of GME, and continuing to go. Yes, this is not considered normal investing. And I wouldn't even consider what I normally do investing. It's more of a job than anything, because you basically take your money and you're willing to risk all of these losses. Not saying that you know it's going to be a 1% gain over a certain amount of years or whatever, 10% gain. You're literally taking it with the thought of gaining $100 versus losing $20, something like that, or $1,000 in risk of losing $200. So that's the way that I play it every day. But the software that I'm using, is Webull. This software right here is Webull. I decided to change it up because you're able to do so much more. You're able to put different indicators. You're able to do different drawings if you wanted to do trend lines and draw the trend lines from here to here to see where the touch points are. The same thing if you wanted to do. So you can do a lot of different things with this really quick. So that's why I love this app. I mean, I would have loved to buy the dip down here, but I truly thought the dip would be somewhere around that $70 mark. I believe it was held up for quite some time at like $70 and like 90 cents or something. And I thought that it would not go past $70, but it ended up really dipping past $70 and went down to 51. So that's where I was like, okay, whatever. It'll come back. Let's continue to hold. What am I doing with AMC? Drinking myself each night. Don't do that. Don't do that. If it's physically something you cannot lose, don't hold on to it, man. Really. Seriously. Well, anyways, I wanted to do a little short stream here. So thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you everybody for hitting that like button. I don't know what likes we're actually at. 1,700. Get it to 2,000 before I finish this outro. That would be amazing. But let me recognize the super chat. SIRC is a penny stock for a solar company. What's the price when you say penny stock? Do you mean an actual penny stock or below $5? Closed at 56% today. Plans to get on NASDAQ in 2 years. Expanding into Texas, it's offset all my AMC loss. Well, that's amazing. You know, at least you're making money somewhere. And then if you're still holding AMC, I believe you're gonna make a profit eventually. I don't know what price you bought in at, but I think you will. But that's amazing. I'll make sure to look into that too. But yeah, I like suggestions, so thank you. Here's another super chat. Forget AMC and GME. Move on biotech. See, I can look into it, but I think that I can't focus on so many different areas at one time. You know, it's very tough. The Rock, thank you for your super chat, by the way. But whatever works for you, definitely is good. You know, usually the stocks that I pick work for me. This is not the normal way that I do things here. With the exception of GME, I actually did get in at 76 and wanted to get out at 79, and it did not get me out. And I mean, maybe that's the system's fault, or maybe the two systems weren't in the same wavelengths. And when I actually sold here, it was not, or when I actually put the limit order in, it was past the 79 mark. But I mean, I pretty much did it maybe like a minute, 2 minutes or 3 minutes afterwards, which I believe it was at like 78, 77, 78 at that time. So I put in that limit order and it just didn't get filled. So I thought for sure it got filled when I seen the price go up to 79, but it didn't. So anyways, thank you so much everybody for watching. Let's see if we did get to 2,000 likes. 1,930. Come on. All right, well, hit that like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I post the video tomorrow or I do a stream tomorrow. But I've been live for an hour and I said I was only going to be live for 30 minutes. Well, anyways, let me get out of here. I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream.